Now, one thing about Samsung is that they're very ambitious. Sure, they may swing and miss at times, but sometimes they nail something down that can change everything. I feel like foldable phones are electric vehicles right now. We know eventually we're all going to use them no matter what, but not everyone is fully in. I don't think it takes one good implementation of it to shift this mindset, but I think after using it, then it starts to click. This is the Z Flip 4, and this is the most important foldable phone right now. It's the one that sells the most and the one that makes the most sense for people. The Fold 4 is all about immersion and productivity overload and consuming content. And this is for the people out there that wants the most out of their devices. But the Flip 4, I think it helps you with balance. You know, when closed, you have an outside screen that shows notifications like when someone is calling or texting you. Now, what I love about that is that you can open it up if you want to respond at that moment. For me, just seeing this information and nothing else, you know, I don't get into the distractions. That text message, that email can wait when I'm spending time with my family. Now, when closed, the Z Flip 4 takes up so little space in your hand. You know, a big complaint from many people is that phones are getting bigger and bigger, but the needs of consumers are becoming more demanding, so a balance needs to happen. And you know, that's why a folding phone makes sense. This form factor makes it pocketable, personable, bagable, anythingable. Having a large size phone like a Pro Max or a Fold in the pocket is laughable at times, but the Flip just slides in without much fuss. So many people are mentioning the crease in the middle when watching YouTube videos, so here's my stance. It's there. But honestly, when you stop looking at it, it's nothing you truly will think about. And I would take a crease for the flippability any day. I don't think about durability at all. These hinges are very strong and you have a satisfying thunk when you close it. Now, one thing I worry about is that it's not dust protection certified. So dust can find its way into the phone and hinges and it may damage the phone. There's also a built-in screen protector and Samsung recommends you do not move it, although there are some third-party ones out there. People say they work well, but for me, I'm not comfortable taking off the built-in protector. The outer display enables you to use the phone differently than any other phone in the market right now. You can use this outer display as a viewfinder for taking photos with the best possible camera on the phone. You can swipe up to switch cameras from wide to ultra wide, or you can swipe side by side to go into different camera modes. What I like to do is bend the phone a little bit and use the bottom of the phone as a handle. Now, if there's one criticism, I would like it to allow me to customize the shooting modes on the front screen. Like, give me video portrait mode on the front. Like, I like using that mode for when I'm recording myself, and I want to have it on there. I don't want to have to go through the traditional way of using the front-facing camera or using the back cameras without the screen. And Samsung has given us more widgets and more customizations for this front screen, but I still think that there is a big gap that's happening with apps. I would love for more apps to utilize this front screen. Like, imagine ordering an Uber, right? And then seeing that Uber on the very front screen to know when that Uber is coming, so you don't have to open the phone and look at it. You can see a little animation and a little countdown. You know, I hate to bring up Apple, but Apple is doing that now with their new lock screen. So I feel like it's time that Samsung does it. So beyond it being just a convenient phone, it's still a great phone. As far as running apps, talking on the phone, and other things, it's running the same processor you find in the Ultra Productivity Z Fold 4. It has less RAM, but you can get enough storage where it isn't a problem for most people. This isn't a gaming phone by any means, but playing games on here works out great. I didn't notice any overheating, lag, or any crazy battery drain. This is a performance phone at the end of the day, but people buying this phone may not be really into that, and that's okay. The camera on the Z Fold 4 actually shocked me. It was a lot better than expected. I was expecting the same performance from the 3, but it is a better camera. And the added bonus of using the extra display as the main camera lens allows me to take the best possible shots. All right, this is the audio quality and the video quality coming from the cover display on the Z Flip 4. Let me know what you think. Let me know how it looks. How does it sound? Can I crack over this hollandaise?
Yes! Yes, that is a bird, man. Go!
And here are some pictures I took with my recent trip as well. This phone doesn't have the highest megapixel count, doesn't have the strongest zoom, but you get good looking photos. It's a consistent camera, and you know what you're gonna get out of it. Then the added bonus of the front screen makes it for a cool vlogging camera or a stealth camera, since when it's closed, not many people think you're taking a photo. I had a blast setting this camera on the ground to get some unique shots at the driving range. You know, the flexibility of this camera is top notch. I'm a huge fan of this camera, not only how the photo looks, but it's just fun to use. Now, after using the Z Fold 4 for a month, I can confidently say that this is the best foldable phone for most people. Honestly, if you're in a market for a phone around $1,000 and maybe you have a few trade-ins, this phone is something you should consider. If you're a person who wants something new and fresh, or a phone that gets out of the way when you need it to, this is it. As my friend Michael Fisher says, when phones were fun. I would like to argue that phones are starting to get fun right now, and I think Samsung is leading the charge in that. I'm Kevin the Tech Ninja. If you enjoyed the video, hit like, subscribe, and I'll holler at you guys later. Peace.